Violence against women is at epidemic levels. We want to make sure women feel stronger, more confident, and safe through self-defense. We created iLead to teach women and kids how to be more aware and how to use self-defense techniques to get to safety when it matters. Our workshops are based on real-life danger situations that have been developed with the everyday person in mind, irrespective of your level of fitness. Be your own hero and empower yourself today. Together, we have the power to create change, to uplift and improve the quality of life of women and children. Join the movement. iLead Self-Defense is a registered non-profit organization. Violence against women is at epidemic levels. We want to make sure women feel stronger, more confident, and safe through self-defense. We created iLead to teach women and kids how to be more aware and how to use self-defense techniques to get to safety when it matters. Our workshops are based on real-life danger situations that have been developed with the everyday person in mind, irrespective of your level of fitness. Be your own hero and empower yourself today. Together, we have the power to create change, to uplift and improve the quality of life of women and children. Join the movement. iLead Self-Defense is a registered non-profit organization. Violence against women is at epidemic levels. We want to make sure women feel stronger, more confident, and safe through self-defense. We created iLead to teach women and kids how to be more aware and how to use self-defense techniques to get to safety when it matters. Our workshops are based on real-life danger situations that have been developed with the everyday person in mind, irrespective of your level of fitness. Be your own hero and empower yourself today. Together, we have the power to create change, to uplift and improve the quality of life of women and children. Join the movement. iLead Self-Defense is a registered non-profit organization. Violence against women is at epidemic levels. We want to make sure women feel stronger, more confident, and safe through self-defense. We created iLead to teach women and kids how to be more aware and how to use self-defense techniques to get to safety when it matters. Our workshops are based on real-life danger situations that have been developed with the everyday person in mind, irrespective of your level of fitness. Be your own hero and empower yourself today. Together, we have the power to create change, to uplift and improve the quality of life of women and children. Join the movement. iLead Self-Defense is a registered non-profit organization. Violence against women is at epidemic levels. We want to make sure women feel stronger, more confident, and safe through self-defense. We created iLead to teach women and kids how to be more aware and how to use self-defense techniques to get to safety when it matters. Our workshops are based on real-life danger situations that have been developed with the everyday person in mind, irrespective of your level of fitness. Be your own hero and empower yourself today. Together, we have the power to create change, to uplift and improve the quality of life of women and children. Join the movement. iLead Self-Defense is a registered non-profit organization.
Hello and welcome to the final day and the final episode. You probably think I have been watching Netflix series, that's why I'm saying episode. But no, it is the final session of our Women's Safety Summit 2023. And I don't know if you are as sad as me. I was just beginning to get used to logging on and being taught how to empower myself and create pathways. As one of our opening speakers mentioned, Ashley Schaefer spoke about the purpose of all of this is to create pathways. And I hope that you are creating pathways. While we are waiting for others to hop on, I just want to encourage you, hop into the chat, tell us which part of the world you're watching from so we can greet you. We have a global audience and it is such an honor to present this to a global audience. So just let us know where you're watching from and we can greet you personally. Also, I want to encourage you that this is a very interactive session. So you can hop onto the chat and ask your questions and our speaker will engage with you while she is presenting. Also, if you'd like to have a more private conversation and ask a private question, you can hop on to the Q&A and your question will be private. So we have Riona from Durban, Isaac from Singapore, we have Danita from Johannesburg, Chantal Morrison from Cape Town, South Africa, Lynette Klein also from South Africa, Thank you so much for hopping onto this platform and being a part of the conversation. I'm excited about. We have Renee from Austin. Wow. So, yes, we have a global audience, and it is amazing to have been able to be a part of this. So, my name is Lady Ray, and I will be your event moderator for the next hour or so. Remember that you can get the copy of all the recordings of all the sessions if you missed any. So just drop us an email. And then Sue Wong from California, thank you. And then we have Chantel from the Western Cape. Like I was saying, if you want a recording, drop us an email, and Risha will put up the email address in the chat, and we will send you the links and the code so you can watch them again. If you are interested in learning how to defend yourself virtually, you can hop onto the iLead website, and there you can find out how you can have virtual training and learn how to defend yourself. And then the exciting part, at the end of the session, we will announce the two very fortunate winners of the autographed copies of the book, Don't Just Fly, Soar by Kelly Markey. So you got to wait till the end of the session to see if you are one of those fortunate winners. So I'm excited for what is coming up, the conversation that's coming up. I'm not really excited that it's the last day, but I want to hand you over to Risha Patak-Hari. She is the visionary. She is the dreamer behind iLead. Without her, we would not be sitting on this platform. And she's going to give you the official welcome as well as the official closing statement for Women's Safety Summit 2023. That was a lot of S's in there. Good evening, Risha.
Good evening, Lady Ray, and good evening to everyone else that has joined us. It is incredible to see the support that we have received over these last 4 days. We hope that we've brought you a ton of content that's made you think a lot more about your daily life and your routine and how you go about doing things. We are just, I want to start off. I think everyone has a great idea about what iLead does. We help women and kids in South Africa feel safer by giving them free training. This skill set is something that everybody needs. Being able to prevent violence before it happens to you is, that is what will keep you safe and keep you alive and help you get to your family and friends when you need it. I want to thank Lady Ray from the bottom of our hearts. We are just incredibly grateful for how you have put together this amazing, amazing summit. Every aspect of it. I want to thank every speaker that has joined us, across the globe. It's been amazing. We've approached people, and they have even, your next speaker that you're going to meet, Daniela, we've approached them, and enthusiastically, everyone jumped on board to share information with you. So to our audience, I am hoping that you have gained a lot of information from these sessions, and that you will continue following us and continue learning more. Follow everyone that has joined this summit. We will be making the information available as well in the chat. Follow their pages. You will learn tons of information, and the more you see this, the more it becomes part of your daily routine. So without further ado, we are going to have the most amazing session with Daniela Hayward, and she is the founder of Justice in Heels, and she's here to talk to us about social media safety. So I'm going to hand over to the incredible Lady Ray. Thank you all so much for joining the session.
Thank you so much, Risha. It has been an honor to work beside you. It is such an honor to be a part of an organization whose dream is to empower women and children. They always say that women and children are the weaker vessel, but yesterday's speaker, Lynette Oxley, said, "Don't be a victim, be a warrior." And that is what these sessions are doing. They're turning us into warriors instead of victims. So I'm not going to take up any more time. I'm sure a lot of people are tired of hearing my voice if you've watched every session since day one. But we have, like Risha said, the founder of Justice in Heels, Daniela, is a dynamic legal content creator who has carved her niche in simplifying the complexities of law for the modern world. Daniela has a passion for educating and empowering women from all walks of life and volunteers for several women's rights organizations. Danielle hosts a podcast interviewing female legal professionals about legal issues affecting South Africans, and some of her topics include maintenance issues, domestic violence, and the rights of unmarried fathers. Danielle is also a professional writer whose work has been published on several platforms. She especially loves writing about domestic violence and business, as it allows her to share her passion with others. In today's hyper-connected world, social media has become an integral part of our lives. While it offers countless opportunities for communicating and networking, it also presents an enticing playground for scammers and fraudsters. Ladies, brace yourself for a journey into the fascinating world of trickery and deception. Today, we're diving headfirst into the realm of scams, those cunning cons and clever schemes that have been tantalizing both our wallets and our imagination for ages. So grab a pen and paper and your favorite beverage and get ready to arm yourself against the most prevalent social media scams. Your virtual safety depends on it. Good evening, Danielle.
Hi, how are you?
I am well, and how are you?
I'm so well. I'm so excited for this session.
We are equally excited. I'm going to hand over to you, and I'll see you on the other side of this.
Thank you so much. Okay, hello everyone, and I hope that you are having the most amazing first day ever. So, as Lady Ray already said, my name is Danielle Hayward, and I'm the founder of Justice in Heels. And today I'm going to be speaking to you about social media safety, and more specifically, the social media scams that you should look out for. So let me just share my screen real quick. Okay, perfect. Fantastic. So today I actually want all of us to put on our little detective hats and we are going to investigate these scams. So firstly, before I show you the very first scam, I want to share a story with you. So there was this lady, let's call her Macy. And Macy is the mother of a special needs son and in the middle of a very nasty divorce. So one day, Macy receives this message from someone on Facebook, actually her previous lawyer. And this person tells her that she can take Macy's 2,000 Rand and turn it into 20,000 Rand in just one day. Needless to say, this story does not have a happy ending. Not only did Maisie lose her 2,000 Rand, but she also lost her social media account and it was used to scam other people. Yes, Maisie was the victim of a social media investing scam. So let's have a look at what this investing scams do. So on the screen, you will see a lot of examples of investing or business scams. And a scary fact is that more than 50% of investing scams actually take place on social media. So, for example, this one says, "Hello, can I tell you about a wonderful business opportunity?" And this one says, "Congratulations," or no, "Congrats to yesterday's winner. We're giving out $1,500 to anyone that can find the number of head in the tree picture." And then, of course, on the right-hand side, you will see there's someone saying that they will teach you how to make money without spilling human blood. Now, what makes me angry about these scams are that they often use religion. So they will usually tell you, "No, but I'm a Christian," or like, "I'm a child of God. Why would I scam you?" And then the people actually believe this. So firstly, before we see how to actually avoid these scams, I want to ask you, have you received a message like this? If you have, please type into the chat yes. And if you didn't, please type no. Okay, Lynette says yes. Renee says yes. Danita says yes. So I assume that most of us have actually received a message like this or saw a post like this on social media. So let's see what we can do to actually avoid being a victim of these scams. So number one, do not share your social media logins with anyone. You will see that most of these scammers will usually tell you, listen, we need to know that we can trust you. So we are asking you to share your Facebook password and login details with us. Then you share it with them. And then just like with Macy, you lose your money and you lose your account, and they basically use your account to scam other people. Secondly, do not pay money to people you've only met on social media. Do not do it at all. Do not pay money to people you do not know. Thirdly, ask yourself, why would they share this information with me? Again, ask yourself this. If you were in the position where you actually found this amazing platform that allows you to double or triple your money within a day or a week, I mean, would you share it with random strangers on the internet that you don't even know? Please type in the chat, like, am I being crazy? Like, am I the only one that says, like, this is too good to be true? Like, it's a bit dodgy. Ariana says they often find and date someone is going to do a SIM swap. Yes, yes, they do that. That's also a common scam. You are not the only one. Yep, no. Okay, then number 4. If it is too good to be true, it probably is. Use your common sense. Definitely. Okay, then number 2. So this scam we call the romantic or the celeb scam. So I usually laugh when I get messages like that, but I know I shouldn't because it's a really serious scam. And I mean, a lot of people fall for it. Okay, so this first one says, hello, beautiful. Do you need a sugar daddy to spoil you and support you financially with $5,000 weekly allowance? You look so beautiful and affordable, not adorable, affordable, to be treated like a queen that you are. Okay, I'm not affordable, but thank you anyway. So the next one, just underneath it, it says, hi, your posts are wonderful. You're so charming, so calm, and so humble. But I don't think we are friends here on Facebook. If you don't mind, please kindly add me to your friends list because I need to add you to mine, but it is not going through. Okay, so this is firstly very creepy because the person is obviously not on your friends list. And what they actually usually do is they will usually say, no, I'm just looking for friends. I'm just looking to make friends all over the world. Usually you just go like, okay, cool. I mean, like it can't do any harm speaking to this person. But usually it really escalates very quickly. And before you know it, you are the victim of a scam. So let's look at the next one, and then I'll tell you how you can actually avoid the scam. So this one says, okay, the person is Kanye, and he says, hello, this is Kanye West, the new one. Can you send me $100? I need a bit. So firstly, obviously this is not Kanye West. Just because he says he's the real Kanye West doesn't mean he's the real Kanye West. His name might be Kanye, but I'm sure he's not Kanye West. Then on the right-hand side, I actually got this from TikTok. It was a guy who was almost scammed by Jennifer Aniston. So you will see that it says she has 3 followers and 34 people following her. And she also has these 2 pictures, very like pictures that you can actually get on the internet. It's not like pictures of like that you probably took herself. It's just paparazzi pictures. You can get it anywhere. And she told this guy, hello, handsome. And he actually replied. He was like, and she said, how are you doing today? So usually what these celebs do is that they will tell you, listen, no, it's really me. This is just my second account. I'm just contacting you on this account because I'm contacting all my real fans on this account. And then usually they will ask you for money, or they will just try to scam you into sharing personal information with them that they can actually use to steal your identity. Scary, right? Okay, so tips to fall for a romance scam. Number 1, do not pay people money that you've only met on social media. I'm saying this again. I know that I mentioned it in the previous scam, but yeah, please do not pay money. Usually, with a romance scam, what they will do is they will tell you, like they will chat to you, they will try to establish a friendship or a relationship. And then suddenly they will tell you, oh, I need to buy a plane ticket to come and visit you because I want to meet you. Or they will spin a story like, my daughter has this incurable disease, but she needs an operation and I need money. Please help me. And the sad thing is people actually fall for these scams because obviously if you are a good human, you trust in the goodness of other people. But unfortunately, usually it's a scam. So number two, I'm very sad that I actually have to say this, but never send nudes. I'm sure you know why. Like people will definitely try, and I know this is something that men usually do. It's not our ladies. We're clever. We don't fall for this type of scam. But I'm just telling you. Then number three, be suspicious if the person fails to show up for multiple attempts to meet and always has an excuse to not want to video call you. So obviously, if you tell this person, listen, let's meet up for coffee, and they always have excuses, or they tell you, yes, I'll meet you for coffee, and then 5 minutes before you need to meet them, they tell you, no, I can't meet you, my car broke down, or whatever happened. If that happens the whole time, red flag. If this person is claiming to be overseas, video call them, like make an appointment to video call them. If they don't want to, again, red flag, because why would you not want to? Then number number four, we're at number four. Do a reverse Google search with their picture or Google their name. So let's say, for example, you're chatting to this guy and he tells you, my name is John Smith. Go into Google his name, John Smith. Have a look at what pops up. Usually there will be something like a LinkedIn profile that you can check. Then have a look if the details that he actually shared with you corresponds with what you see on the internet. Then reverse Google search. If you don't know how to do this, just Google reverse image Google search. Yeah, it's very easy. Just follow the steps. So what this does is it will show you if the picture that you Googled is actually a stock photo, because many of these scammers use stock photos. Or it will probably show you another profile. And when you have a look, then you see, oh, but this is actually not John Smith's photo. This is actually whoever. I can't even think. Danielle Haywood's picture, for example. So just be safe. Okay, then moving on to the next one. So this is called a family or friend scam. So I'm going to start with the one on the right-hand side. It's in Afrikaans, but I'm going to explain to you what's actually like what is happening here. So this message says, good night, mother. I hope that you are well. This is Benny. I need to ask you a favor, but please don't tell Monique. So in this scenario, and this is actually something that happened to one of my friends, Monique is Benny's wife. Okay. So then the mother was like, okay, let me try to call my son to see if it's really him. The person didn't answer. And he said, oh, sorry, the signal is bad. I hope I'm not disturbing you. And she was just like, okay, what can I help you with? Because already she was suspicious. And this guy says, oh, no, I just need to borrow like money from you. I'll pay you back at the end of the month. But again, please don't tell my wife, Monique. And this lady, luckily, smelled the rat. And she called her son on the number that she actually has. And he was like, no, this is not me. It wasn't me. So how do scammers actually get this information? So they go into Facebook, they search for a random person that has a cell phone number on their profile. So they know, okay, now I have the cell phone number. Then they go into your about info. And you know that there's this space where you can say, this is my mom, this is my dad, this is my sister, this is my cousin. So they will usually take that information and then they will pretend to be one of those people and ask you for money. And the sad thing is, This is actually a more recent scam. Like it's starting to like become more prevalent, but a lot of people actually fall for it. Okay, moving on to the next one. So on the left-hand side, I think this is one that most of us have also received. So it says, I need your help. The person says, fire away. I'm trying to sign up with my Instagram on my new phone, and Instagram don't allow me. They show me 2 friends I can contact to help me receive a link. Please, if you get the link, send a screenshot to me so I can log in. So number one, when you receive the screenshot, that screenshot is actually a code that they use to log into your Instagram account. So they can actually change their password, log you out, use your account to scam your Instagram friends. Then, if they don't send you the screenshot, they will usually say, listen, I'm going to send you a link. I actually, I'm trying to win this competition and I just need people to vote for me. You don't have to pay any money. You just need to click the link and then automatically you will vote for me. But in reality, if you click that link, you are giving them access to your Instagram account. Okay, so let's see how we can avoid these types of scams. Number one, if a number contacts you claiming to be a family or friend who wants to borrow money, call the number and see if they answer. Again, if they don't answer, probably they're going to have an excuse like, oh, sorry, but my wife or my husband is next to me. I don't want them to know that I'm borrowing money from you. Or they will say, oh, the signal is bad, sorry. Or sorry, I didn't see your call. But your red flag. Then, secondly, ask the family or friend on their original number or in person if it is in fact them messaging you. Simple. Just send them a WhatsApp. Just call them and say, listen, I received this very suspicious message. Was this from you? Number 3, do not click on random links. I'm saying this again, and it's the third time I'm saying it. So if you forget everything I'm telling you in this webinar, I just want you to remember, do not click on random links, please. Okay. So I see there's a lot of laugh emojis coming through. So before I show you the very last scam for tonight, and this is actually the most prevalent scam in South Africa, I want you to try to tell me in the comments why you think this is a scam. And try to remember what I literally just told you. Okay. And then tell me what you should not do. Bonus points. Okay. So this is called a job scam. So because South Africa has this very, very high unemployment rate, a lot of people get scammed into being told, listen, I have a job for you. And they fall for it because they're so desperate for an income. And you know, I actually read this book by Dr. Gerard Labuschagne. I just absolutely love true crime, and I absolutely love Dr. Labuschagne. He's amazing. And the book is called Profiler Diaries, and Profiler Diaries number 2. So in this book, he basically shares like all his experiences as a psychologist and a profiler for the police in South Africa. And he actually said that most serial killers and serial rapists actually use the scam of offering somebody a job to get them to like a certain location, and then well they rape you or they kill you. So it's really a big problem in South Africa. Okay, so in the chat, let me see if somebody could actually tell me why this is a scam, especially this one that says I'm a project manager. Do not reply all, do not click the link, do not respond with your options. Thank you, Riona. Yes, correct. Do not click the link. Okay, so this one says, I am a project manager. We are hiring a team working on the home, not at home, on the home, daily salary around 3,000 to 800 peso, accept job on WhatsApp. Okay, so firstly, ask yourself, where the hell did this person get my number? How does this person know I have the qualifications to do this job? How does this person know that I'm actually looking for a job? Suspicious. These two were actually listings that I saw on Facebook. And I actually confirmed that both of them were scams. So number one, breaking news, start from tomorrow, you will receive a permanent jobs and good news. One except to cancel. WhatsApp us for info. So firstly, the grammar and the spelling should be a dead giveaway. But let's say you're just like, okay, cool, but maybe this is true. Why do they not tell you, one, what type of qualifications you need? Number two, what business is actually offering this? So what's the company's name? Is it Amazon? Is it Takealot? What is this company's name? And thirdly, they do not tell you what you are actually going to do. Like, I mean, like they could actually want you to sell drugs. They could want you to, I don't know, be an admin assistant, but they don't specify. So how do you know if you want that job? Same with the one under it, job available now. Our company is looking for workers, both men and women, who can work full time. Again, this is a scam. So let's have a look at the do not fall for this job scams. So number one, call the company and ask if the person actually works there, the person who contacted you. Ask them if they are actually, recruiting at the moment. So all you do is, let's say, for example, they say it's Takealot. Then you just Google Takealot's number, or you Google their email address, you email them, you make sure. Number two, never pay a registration fee or for a criminal check. Please, a real job will not ask you to pay money for registration fees or to teach you something. If it says pay something, please, it's a scam. Number three, use common sense. Again, common sense. Why would they offer you, like, why would they contact you, but they don't even know, like, who you are? Number four, never share confidential information. So please do not share copies of your ID, your driver's license, anything like that. Also, not your address, please. Five, Google the address before meeting someone somewhere. Like I said, human trafficking, serial killers, serial rapists. It is unfortunately a reality in South Africa. Google the address, see if the business is actually located there. See if that location is not flagged as a possible location where people actually abduct ladies. Then number six, these posts will usually have a salary but not state what you must do. Again, they don't say which company, they don't say what you are going to do, nothing. Okay. So before I share my social media links with you, I want to ask if there's any questions. Where do I not stop sharing?
Danielle, you may. Oh, you good.
Okay, cool.
Yes, there was a question.
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, somebody was asking, how do we share this information with younger children?
Okay, that's a good question, because I see a lot of people actually create Facebook pages for their like newborn babies, and the plan is actually to share pictures there, and they can show the pictures to the child when they grow up. Very cute, but obviously you need to implement some safety measures. So firstly, make it private, so private accounts. So be very thoughtful when going for friend requests. Don't just accept anyone. When your child is actually the one using the social media, I think it's very important to tell them to never firstly give personal information. Very important. Secondly, to never meet someone somewhere outside of, Facebook or social media. And basically just tell them, listen, I'm here for you. Try to have an open relationship with them so they feel okay telling you if somebody actually sent them something inappropriate or something is making them feel uneasy. And then lastly, I also think it's important for parents to actually have their children's social media passwords. I know a lot of parents prefer to give their children a bit of privacy, but I think it's important to be able to have a look at your child's social media every now and again, just to make sure that everything is fine. Very good advice, which they have a right to. Sorry, let me just see here. Innocent people only see good, they don't see bad, so they will sign up believing everything is good. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. No questions.
No, I'm not seeing any questions on my side either, Danielle. So I think we can move to wrapping up.
So in that case, I'm just going to share a bit of just a few more tips with you. So number one, please make sure that you know what your social media logins is. I don't know if you saw, but there's this meme that says, it shows like a scammer sending you a message and it says, hello, I'm a scammer. I hacked your account and I know what your password is. And then the person says, oh, really? I don't know what my password is. Can you please let me know? So I actually just want to tell you, like, have a list of all your passwords on a piece of paper that you physically have somewhere safe in your home, or have it like on your phone on notes, because I think the chances of somebody hacking your phone is a bit less than somebody actually hacking your Facebook account or your Google account and then getting access to all of your passwords. And then number two, and I think this is actually going to be the very last tip I share, unless there are any other questions. Do not just accept any random people. Have a look at their profiles. Try to see if this is actually a real person. Like I said, even try to do a reverse Google search, because, like, I've seen really interesting stuff happening. Like, you will accept someone and then immediately they post a porn link onto your profile. And then it seems like you are actually the person, mingling with this type of people, but it's not the case. They just like posted there. But if you actually firstly didn't accept a friend request and your profile settings are set on private, so nobody can post on your timeline without you actually confirming it, then you can basically not, this will not happen to you. Okay. So people also clone your Facebook profile and add your friend, yes. Are scammers usually using the WhatsApp? Yes. So you remember that friends and family scam I showed you? That's where they use WhatsApp usually. And with the job scams, they will usually also message you from there. Okay, so if there's not any other questions, I'm just going to share my social media with you. So I have a podcast and it's called the Justice Neils podcast. I am working on season 2 at the moment. So you're welcome to have a look at YouTube and Spotify. I know Risha will share the links in the chat now. But yeah, and then if you want to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, you're also welcome to do that. I'm also on TikTok. I'm not very active on TikTok, but yeah, I also post, let's say, once a month. And yeah, it was really lovely. And I also want to thank Lady Ray and Risha for this opportunity. I think it's amazing. And I look forward to interacting with all of you afterwards. You're welcome to send me a question if you were a bit shy to ask right now in front of everyone.
Danielle, thank you so, so, so much. It is such an honor to have had you with us, and you have shared valuable, valuable information. So, with that, we come to the end of our Women's Safety Summit 2023. I can assure you this is not the last of its kind. We have realized that it is a platform that needs to be engaged a little bit more, and conversations that need to be had. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you so much for not just supporting the speakers who have presented, but for supporting iLead, an organization that's heartbeat is to empower women and children to be able to defend themselves, teaching us to be proactive instead of reactive, teaching us that we can use our bodies to defend ourselves, that we can use what we have around us, a hair clip, a skewer. There's so many things. I've attended a few sessions presented by Risha, and it is a really, really empowering session. So if you are in a space where you aren't able to get to a face-to-face training session, you are more than welcome to hop onto the iLead website, and there you can find out information as to how you can get in touch with Risha and attend one of her virtual classes. Then also, if you have missed any of the sessions from day one up until today, please do send us an email, and then we will respond with the links, and you will get a passcode, and then you can watch them. But also, all 8 sessions will be uploaded on the iLead YouTube channel. We've also had Lynette Oxley from GOSA, who will be uploading the sessions on her YouTube channel as well. So there's multiple platforms that you can go on and watch all 8 sessions. So we want to encourage you, you can continually watch them and refresh. So it's that time of the evening or day or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, where I am going to announce the 2 fortunate winners of the book Don't Just Fly, Soar by Kelly Markey. She's an international best-selling author. I've had the opportunity of interviewing her when she launched this book. It is a magnificent read that allows you to reflect while you read. So randomly, our system has chosen Judy Sheikh from South Africa and Cora Sorensen, I hope I've said that name, from USA, Minnesota. So we'll be getting in contact with both Judy Sheikh and Cora Sorensen, and we will get your details, and that book will be shipped to you. That is the autographed copy of Don't Just Fly by Kelly Markey, an international best-selling author. Congratulations, lady. Thank you so much. I haven't shared what their comment was because they were vulnerable also, and engaged with us and shared with us how these sessions are helping them deal with some of the very personal situations that they have had in their lives. So with that, I am going to bid you farewell. And before I leave, I just want to remind you, if you'd like to engage and to see more of my work, you can hop onto my YouTube channel, which is called Let's Get Real with Lady Ray. It has been such an honor to moderate this event. It has been both humbling and a great experience to be in the midst of such powerfully dynamic women. For me, Lady Ray, goodbye until the next time we meet face to face or again on a virtual summit. Goodbye.